Despite Jude Bellingham's outstanding performance, Phil Foden explains why he doesn't want to big up her. Phil Foden had a lot of good things to say about Jude Bellingham after he helped England defeat Senegal and advance to a quarter-final matchup with France. Jude Bellingham was praised as a generational potential by Phil Foden after England easily advanced to the World Cup quarter-finals. Bellingham, 19, of England, put up an incredible performance as man of the match as Gareth Southgate's team thrashed Senegal at the Al Bayt. However, Bellingham stole the show with a performance that demonstrated his world-class potential. They will now take on the defending world champions France on Saturday. By clicking the subscribe and like buttons and spreading the word to your closest friends, you can help this channel. Many thank. Bellingham, according to 22-year-old Manchester City player Foden, is destined to be the best midfielder in the world and will be a major asset against France. Foden said, "He's one of the most talented players I've ever seen. I don't want to build him up because he's still young. I don't perceive any flaws in his technique, and I am confident that he will become the best midfielder in the world. We're all excited about the outcome, and tonight we're going to celebrate. Now that it's knockout football, we must recover and focus on our upcoming, extremely challenging opponent. They appear to be the strongest team so far, and they have good players everywhere you look, but we believe in ourselves and will win the game. Senegal is a great squad, and I think they'd have trouble with some strong teams. They engaged in intense physical man-to-man combat, but the key is to buy time, keep the ball moving, and locate the available space. For the first goal, which was a flick around the corner, I came off the line more because our wingers were more actively involved in the game. As Jordan Henderson, Harry Kane, and Bukayo Saka all scored goals, Foden contributed 2 assists, giving England great momentum and optimism. It was a significant night for Foden as well, who excelled once more in proving his point and demonstrating why he should start for England. I wanted to bring my good form into the World Cup and I felt tonight was probably my best England game, so I'm really happy, he continued. It was important to show everyone my game. I saw him hanging around in the box, I saw Koulibaly going over, and I managed to get it through his legs, Foden continued on the Saka assist. Being in the right place at the right time is something that Bukayo excels at, and I'm delighted I found him. Bellingham honored Henderson and lauded the 32-year-old as a major player and impact for England. Brilliant performance, and I've seen some of the nonsense that was said about him performing, the speaker continued. It's absurd since he is so underappreciated in terms of his technical ability and because he performed admirably in a crucial game. The first 35 minutes were challenging, tight, difficult to get through, and really athletic. They made a few runs down the side, so we needed to score the opening goal to put ourselves in a strong position. The goal was really well worked. When H drops deep, I know he can find anyone on the field, so I had to time it right. I also know that when I enter those areas, the boys nearby are confidently occupying excellent positions. We get given patterns and attempt to follow them as best we can, and when we have players that we do, they can play on 1 touch or 2 touches. I believe that when you have that much quality in the team, you don't have to practice on it much. You can dismantle them and get freedom.